in the morning, love.
Good morning and welcome to this vlog where I share a day in my life as a DDS student. In past, I was never a morning person, but since past few years, my mornings have been the most productive time of my days. I read this book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, and I learned a lot from it. Now I keep 1 hour in my morning for my productivity, first 20 minutes for yoga or any stretching exercise. It's important for me since I'm a dental student and I do a lot of physical activities. I should have that flexibility and that stretch in my body.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
After 20 minutes of yoga, I try to keep 20 minutes meditation time. It is not easy, but I try to use guided meditation help. I use this app Headspace a lot, and it helps me to come back to my focus stage when I get lost. Then I pour my second cup of coffee in the morning and I review my journal, try to look at my notebook. If there is something that I should be reading this morning when I'm most productive, I try to absorb that, imbibe that in my brain.
Just one look at you.
Sometimes I try to refer to my schedule, see how my day is going to be today. It helps me to get control of my day. If something is not on my schedule, it's probably not getting done. So I try to make a log of everything in my Google Calendar.
Lovely day.
This vlog is on Thursday when my classes are at 8 a.m. So I leave morning around 6:30 a.m. Yeah, there is no need to laugh, but I keep my bike inside my garage while my car outside. My wife prefers that the car is outside and is easy for her to drive out, while my bike needs all the care because that's my commute partner.
Bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you.
But I just want to show you how my day looks like while riding a bike. Today is a very foggy, very misty day, but usually it's more beautiful. Let's check out the route.
A lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
So just where I made that cut, that's a main road. So I can choose to bike on that main street, but I like to take this separate bicycle path. It's much safer to stay on the bicycle path because there are big cars and trucks on the street. Morning. Hello. Good morning.
Look at you. And the world's alright with me. Just one look at you.
People in Nova Scotia are known to be super friendly, so even when I'm on the bike, all the pedestrians will make sure to say hello, and I would always say good morning or hello as well. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Trust me, we feel way too much safe when we are on this trail. But we have to be very careful, very mindful of pedestrians.
When I wake up in the morning, love.
Those who are enjoying the trail, those who are walking or running on the trail, now the bike is the one who is creating a fuss for them. So each one should have their separate space, right? And yes, my commute is around this beautiful lake. Every day, every morning is breathtaking view at this place.
Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
5.5 kilometers later, I reach this ferry terminal. All you do is push this button and the doors open. These are accessibility buttons which are there for wheelchair users, but hey, everyone uses them all the time. There are also elevators, but I can just carry my bike, it's super light.
Someone else instead of me always seems to know the way.
Looks like my ferry's here, so I would board it now.
Halifax ferry now boarding.
Good morning.
A lovely day, 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 lovely day.
Overall distance between Dalhousie University School of Dentistry and my home is around 15 kilometers, but this ferry helps me cover quite a chunk of it. So I just ride bike 5.5 kilometers from home all the way to ferry terminal, and after that 4 kilometers from ferry terminal to Dalhousie Dentistry. Each ferry has a lower level where I just parked my bike, and also an upper level which is all open. I never stay on the lower level because the view on the upper level every morning, every evening while going back is amazing. Usually you can just see the Halifax skyline and all amazing buildings of the downtown Halifax, but this morning is quite misty, so I think I would use it as my reading time. Today is all day restorative dentistry in the sim lab, so I am trying to go through the notes just to know what I'm going to do today and be prepared. Looks like I'm getting closer to Halifax and my ferry stop. We have this Dalhousie student ID which has our bus pass and transit pass on it, so my ferry rides are usually covered. I wait for the ferry to dock completely and all the passengers to go off until I take my bike out. And now it's time to go speedy all the way to Dalhousie Dentistry. The entire ride is on bicycle lane only. I do not cross my paths with the cars or trucks in downtown Halifax, so I stay on this bike lane and it's super safe. It is something that is now developing more and more in Halifax. I love it.
Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something greater. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, Mama said.
Now because I was showing you every single bit of my commute to get here, I think I'm a few minutes late to my sim lab lecture. I'll try to sneak from the back door, so I'll pass through these lockers and then comes the technique lab, and there's a back door how I can sneak into my sim lab so that nobody would know I'm late.
And I'd hate to see you waiting.
During the first 1 hour from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. we go through the lecture. There is a course lecture presentation by the course director, and we learn everything about the topic and how we are going to work in the sim lab today. There are multiple screens all around us, so make sure that we can also look at the screen, but I prefer looking at my OneNote. If you're not familiar with OneNote, this is my big notebook which has all different subjects and their individual pages in it. I print my lecture slides, and after that I can either record voice notes, write down, jot down notes with my stylus, or type notes on the side, and it is very interactive. I can find keywords. There are so many things about OneNote that I just love. During my winter vacation, I'm going to work on creating a foolproof course on Microsoft OneNote taking in dentistry and medicine. Let me know in comments if it's something that you are interested in.
And I'd hate to see you waiting.
So our task for today is to create class 3 cavity prep as well as restoring it with composite.
Run, and it's gonna be
Dalhousie University has this fancy simulation lab where we use this Darwin head to practice and to learn different parts of restorative dentistry upon. We mount our typhodont dentition on this Darwin head, and there is lights, aerator, high-speed, low-speed handpieces, and everything that we would use in a dental chair right here in the simulation.
always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling.
The basics of restorative dentistry did not change much between my education in India and my education here. But how we do things here are amazing. For example, I never used rubber dam in India, while here, most of the restorative and other treatments are never completed without a rubber dam.
Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing.
And something that I appreciate the most is the faculty-student ratio. There is one faculty on every few students. They give us feedback, one-on-one training all the time. And as soon as we are done, I raise my hand and one of the faculty member will show up and look at my work, give me a feedback, correct it, and just help me out to learn better and be a better dentist.
Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days.
And honestly, the time fly by on Thursdays from morning 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. We do a lot of work, learn a lot, and have some nice chats with our friends.
Every day we wanted everything. Wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up. It's a little complicated.
The clock clicks 4:30. I pack up, clean up my desk, everything nice and tidy, and go back to my locker to put my stuff back in.
Living, shooting for the stars and I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living.
There is some adrenaline rush all day long when we are working in the restorative simulation lab. After that, suddenly I feel so tired, but no, I still have to go home, ride bike all the way back.
The stranger crusaders. They never want to be the weird and the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything.
And you can see how much day changed from morning till now. It is all sunny, warm, and a beautiful weather here. I ride from Dalhousie Dentistry all the way to waterfront where you see this beautiful view. It is the most happening place of the Halifax city, and that's where the ferry terminal is. So from here I'll board my ferry.
Hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they
Now 40.
but he always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes. I didn't have a time, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes.
So only when the other ferry will dock, then my ferry will start leaving. That's how they keep it in tune here on the ferry terminals. And off we go on this beautiful sunny evening.
When I wake up in the morning, the sunlight hurts my eyes. It's something without warning, love. Bears heavy on my mind.
And now when you see this view, you know what I was talking about earlier. You can just stay on this ferry deck and not be bored for a minute. It is such a beautiful ride across the ocean.
One look at you, and I know it's gonna be.
And I always get excited looking at this beautiful NSCC building from the waterfront and from the ferry ride. This is where I've worked for past few years. And after moving to Canada, I just love this building and the community at NSCC. And looks like the ferry terminal is getting closer. Time to pack bags, get ready to bike all the way home.
Always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
And once I leave the premises of Woodside Ferry Terminal, it is all separate bike lanes on which I ride, and it's a very comfortable, convenient ride all the way back home.
When I wake up in the morning, love, sunlight hurts my eyes. It's something with that warning love bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright.
And there is home sweet home.
Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be.
On coming back, I would have our meal and spend some nice time with my wife and my little baby girl. It's a long day, so there is a lot to share with my wife. I just tell her every single thing that happened all day long. So what did you make actually?
A squirrel house.
And that's how a day in life of a typical DDS student in Canada looks like. If you like this video, share with a friend who is trying to get into DDS program in North America as an international dentist or as a domestic student, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Bye.